today if I was going to say something tonight at this point in the set. And
Shawn Mendez just opened up about his sexuality unlike never before and got really honest when talking to the audience at his show in Colorado. I'll play you the clip, but first, as I'm sure you're aware, there's been speculation about Shawn's sexuality for years.
I don't usually do this and bring up problems, but I was on YouTube just watching some of my interviews, and I was going down the comments and noticed a lot of people were saying that I give them a gay vibe. First of all, I'm not gay. Second of all, it shouldn't make a difference if I was or if I wasn't. The focus should be on the music, not my sexuality. Now, I know 99% of you guys aren't making assumptions like this, but this is just for the 1% of you that are. I just want you guys, before you judge someone on the way they speak or act, to think. I want you guys to think, hey, maybe I shouldn't be judging someone, or wait, it actually doesn't even matter.
He started off by saying he got into the business when he was only 15 years old and got straight into working and didn't get to discover parts of him that you do at 15 years old. He then went on to open up about his sexuality really honestly.
since I was really young, there's been this thing about my sexuality, and people have been talking about it for so long, and I think it's kind of silly because I think sexuality is such a beautifully complex thing, and it's so hard to just put into boxes. Yeah, and it always felt like such a intrusion on something very personal to me, something that I was figuring out in myself, something that I had yet to discover and still have yet to discover. And you know, writing this song felt really important to me because it felt like a moment where I could address it in a way that felt close to my heart.
The song Shawn was referring to is The Mountain, which he was introducing after this speech. And in the song, he seems to sing about not caring what people think about him or misconstruing him or his sexuality, it seems. He sings, "You can say I'm too young, you can say I'm too old, you can say I like girls or boys, whatever fits your mold." Shawn also had more to say.
Yeah, I guess I'm just speaking freely now because I just want to be able to be closer to everyone and just kind of be in my truth. And, you know, the real truth about my life and my sexuality is that, man, I'm just figuring it out like everyone, and I don't really know sometimes, and I know other times. And it feels really scary because we live in a society that just has a lot to say about that. And I'm trying to be really brave and just allow myself to be a human and feel things. And yeah, that's all I really want to say about that for now. But
Opening up in such a vulnerable way is honestly such a big deal and a huge thing for Shawn, particularly after his sexuality has been the subject of so much criticism and, you know, people looking at it under a microscope. But I think it's awesome that he's now at a place where he finally feels comfortable to speak his truth and is being honest and just saying that he's figuring things out. And honestly, shows that he's at a place where he really does just want to open up and be candid and honest with his fans and himself. I think it's great that he's at a place within himself that is comfortable enough to be sharing and basically saying that he's still figuring things out, particularly because people have been so, I guess, skeptical and critical somewhat, just having their opinions of him and his sexuality. But I think this is awesome because he has now taken his power back by sharing what he wants to share on his own terms, and he just seems so happy and comfortable with that. And Shawn just looks so happy and gorgeous as always, am I right?